let's talk about live streaming, one of my favorite ways to create video content quickly. And for other reasons that I'll explain in this video, I am not talking about video games or Twitch or any kind of niche industry or market. Today, I'm actually talking about the merits of live streaming for entrepreneurs and small businesses and everyday people. It is not as complicated as you might think. Let's talk about it. I'm Pallen, a brand strategist. Welcome to my channel where I promise practical advice to build your brand. Today, I'm interested in live streaming as a means of promoting your brand or business, product or service. Live streaming is something that I've integrated recently into my business. I'm trying to at least go live once a month because there are so many benefits to this. Don't fret if you're like, Phil, I have no idea how to do that. I'm going to explain everything that you need to know and how to get started in this video. The what, the why, the where, and the how. Starting with what is live streaming exactly? That seems like the right place to start, and I'll actually pull up my own YouTube channel here. Your live videos, so your live streams, are actually organized separately on YouTube because they are different. Traditionally, videos that you would just upload like any other video would appear here, but live streams are a little bit differently. This is treated as a different content type on YouTube. And so we'll talk in a second about software to be able to create live video. It's a little bit different. Here you can see a few examples of recent live streams that I've started to do on my own channel. This is a fairly new experiment, but I'm absolutely loving it, which is why I'm making this video. More often than not, I'm actually partnering with other brands to create live video content, including Adobe Express. So if we scroll down here, we look at some of their recent live streams, you'll see a familiar face here. And this is an example. I actually did a live stream about creating live streaming graphics. That's kind of meta, isn't it? This is Annika, who is an Adobe Express Live host. She is awesome, and you can see us on screen actually creating something for viewers to watch and participate along with. So that's what live streaming is. It's the ability to create content, which has so many merits I'll dive into in a moment. I want to leave you with this guide from Ecamm, which is my preferred live streaming software. I'll show you it in action in a moment, but this guide really breaks down exactly how you do it, why you might do it, as well as some technical suggestions on how to pull it off in a style, in a manner that you are going to like. So that's the what. Now let's pivot to why you might consider this as part of your marketing or content workflow. Hopping back over to this example of a live stream I recently did for Adobe, I'll say the first reason why you might want to consider this is how easy it is to create content. Not only content on the platform, so live video content gets served up differently, it's shown differently, especially when it is live on the platform. That's going to bring in new viewers, new interest. It's also just going to be easier for you when you create live video content. No fussing with details, retakes, it's live. So you don't have the ability, you really just have to go with the flow. I think another added benefit of that is live presentation skills. It's going to make you better, more confident on camera. Yes, there is some preparation that you need to do to be able to do this well, but certainly I find that it takes a lot less time to create content, video content in this way, that I can then hop over to a platform like Instagram or any other social media platform and actually repurpose and promote that if I wanted. I could take some segments from this, right? I could take some segments from this and actually chop it up as reels for Instagram, or in some cases, I take the content and I put it on Instagram as a carousel. So really the possibilities are endless. I just like that I don't have the option to do a million retakes. I have to just embrace the fact that it's live, and in return, or while doing that, I also benefit from getting more comfortable on camera. And one more thing I should also point out is the benefit of live interactions. So you can see here that in this chat, there's a lot of engagement, comments from people all over the world. Certainly in this case, live streaming on a different channel than my own is going to put me in front of new faces. But I find that live content tends to get more engagement and interaction than pre-recorded videos. So that's something to also consider, as well the ability to go back here in the comments section and get ideas for future content that you can create on your own. So I've made a case for why live streaming. So now let's get a little bit more technical and discuss where you live stream, including the tool or software to pull it off, as well as the destination that people can watch and engage live. Switching cameras, now I am over here. Normally you would just hear my voice, but since I'm actually showing you my screen that has all of my live streaming interface on it, what you're looking at over here is Ecamm. This is the software that I use. I guess it would be considered an encoder. So other encoders on the market might be OBS, StreamYard. StreamYard is browser-based. I use a Mac computer, so I really love Ecamm. The people also at Ecamm are absolutely awesome. I've had the opportunity to collaborate with them on live streams, and I just really love this interface. It's designed for Mac. It works really smoothly, and I'll show you how it works. So basically, you've got what you see on your screen here. I've also got the ability to bring in a guest if I want. So I can switch between what are called scenes. So here you'll see I could actually show my monitor. If I want to bring in a guest, I can have that here. And Ecamm basically gives me the ability to set up these scenes that you see. I can click, I can drag, I've got text. I've even got the ability to create this awesome countdown clock. Okay, this doesn't have my camera, but if I wanted it to, I could add it. And I tend to have a few templates that I work from that enable me to create in here, and that makes it faster to create. So that's the encoder. In my case, I use Ecamm, and I would definitely recommend this platform if you are on a Mac. You would also need a few other things. You need a platform to live stream to. So that could be YouTube Live, which are some of the examples that I've given you. It could also be LinkedIn Live. It could also be Facebook Live. Depending on where you want to live stream, in Ecamm, you would select this button right here, New, and I would just add those channels. It looks like I need to reconnect my LinkedIn, but I've done LinkedIn Live, I've done YouTube Live as described, and I've done Facebook. You cannot at this time do Instagram Live. There are some exceptions to that. Different accounts have different access, but most accounts right now at the time of recording this video cannot do Instagram Live from Ecamm. There are a few exceptions. Now, if you want to check if you're able to stream from Ecamm or any other encoder on Instagram Live, you would check on desktop, select this create button. For me, I only have the ability to drag photos and videos here, but some accounts, when they click this create button, have the ability to actually create live video. If you see this as an option on your Instagram account from desktop, then you can use an encoder to actually stream on Instagram Live from a platform like Ecamm. I'll post a link to this help article in the description below. Now, many people have a camera built into their laptop, or in my case, my display, and it looks something like this. This camera is convenient because you've already got it in a lot of cases, or maybe you have an inexpensive web camera. These can absolutely be used for live streaming. I tend, now that I'm in the routine, I tend to prefer something a little bit higher quality, like this. Now, this is still not as high quality as the camera that I shoot my YouTube videos on, but this does the trick for my live streams. So I'm using a Sony that I bought for a couple $100, and I will next show you how to set up a camera that is not a web camera for that functionality. I'll link to one more helpful article on Ecamm's website. I should mention this video's not sponsored by them. I just really like their platform, and it's one that I use. You saw if you want to use that fancier camera, mine looks like this. You will also need something to connect that camera to your computer so you can interface with it like a webcam. This article outlines what you'll need based on the computer you have, okay? So if you have Thunderbolt 2 connector, which is on an older Mac or a PC, you would want to use something like this. Blackmagic Design's Ultra Studio Mini Recorder, linked in the description of this video. If you are more modern like me, I have a newer MacBook Pro. You will love Elgato's CamLink 4, which looks like this. Almost like a little USB, and this will just connect that camera to your computer so that you can use it like a web camera. This article also has some more considerations like clean HDMI. Your camera may not be set up to show that output without all of the things shown on screen. So this is a good resource. If you end up picking up that Elgato CamLink, they've got a good resource on their website as well with instructions on how to get clean HDMI. Finally, it's a good idea to promote your live stream if you want live viewers and interaction. So I'll often post on my Instagram stories, or I'll send an email blast that looks something like this. It can be really short. Right? In this case, it's one sentence with a link to that YouTube video. By having that YouTube video scheduled, you can actually generate a URL that you can hyperlink to before it happens, and you can even set a thumbnail like we did in this case. So make sure, in order to get viewers, it's going to make your live stream better, that you promote it beforehand. That's a good idea. So those are the basics that you need to know to integrate live streaming into your content and marketing workflow. Let me know if you have any questions about any step of this process. I'm here to help. I respond to these comments personally. You've got some great options for streaming. I use Ecamm, which is software designed for Mac. It's easy and it's simple to learn and use. If you're on a PC or you prefer working from a browser, you might consider checking out StreamYard or OBS. Those are popular options. If you enjoy this video, give it a like. That helps other people discover these videos, which we work hard to create for you. And subscribe for more of my videos on branding, positioning, building, and promoting your brand. Next, I'm sharing a few videos I think you'll be interested in. I'm Pallen. Thank you for watching. Those are coming up next.